There we go.
Coming up in tonight's show, Martin's journey, how I've got on this week with my own personal weight loss. Make sure you've eaten before this next section because this is guaranteed to get your taste buds tingling. Get your pen and paper at the ready because it is our low-calorie recipe of the week. And our topic of the week, as chosen by you guys, something that we can discuss and I can advise to help you on your weight loss or weight maintenance journey. What national days we have got to celebrate throughout this week. And finally, a little bit of a taster of what is coming up next week on your Mondays with Martin. So without further ado, it is time for this week's Mondays with Martin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
Mondays with Martin.
How are we all doing? Hope we are good. Hope we are all right. So it's episode 8. Today is the 20th of February, 2023. And tomorrow it is Pancake Day. Or better known, or should I say Shrove Tuesday, better known as Pancake Day. But yes, tomorrow is Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day. So we got a little bit of a treat tonight. You have 2 recipes for you. Let me just fix my microphone. There we go. So, yeah. So, as always, we'll be doing Mondays with Martin's Journey. I've got 2 recipes for you. So, the first recipe that I've got was one that was asked for a few weeks ago by one of the viewers here. So, I've done that for them. I've managed to take it down from a very high calorie per person serving down to very low calorie. Still going to be on step 3 if you are following our plans. But other than that, it's all good to go. What else have I got for you? Yeah, so I've got a bit distracted and a little bit messy this last week because obviously it's been half term last week. So I had the kids off and stuff. So I'm distracted easily. And I couldn't remember what it was that we were supposed to be discussing this week. I found my little slip of paper because I was jotting notes from you guys for the topic for this week. And I found my bit of paper. And funnily enough, one of the things on there was distraction techniques. Well, as you know, I'm very distracted anyway. So that's going to be a good one. Healthy mindset, which I touched on before, positive self-talk, staying hydrated. These are all things that you wanted me to discuss this week. And then I lost my piece of paper, which has on there everything that I was going to discuss. Like literally everything has gone. So I'm trying to find it. I've been trying to find it. I can't find it. So we're just going to wing it this week. I hope you are all well. Who is here? Who is watching? Hit me up with a hey-ya. Hey-ya. I need to get my water. Remaining hydrated is the key. Bear with me as well. I'm plugged into the wrong headset. So distraction techniques we were saying? Yeah, I'm distracted. Much. So yeah, so let's get into a little bit of Martin's journey. Good evening, Vanessa. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Hope you are well. So, just updating. How are you? So, Martin's journey. So, as you know, on a Monday morning, I weigh in. And as you also know, I am a musician, so I'm out at the weekends. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're okay. So, Martin's journey this week. I gained 5 pounds this week. Hey, Lindsay. Thank you for coming by. So, yeah, I gained £5 this week. Also, guys, whilst you're watching, if you just type exclamation notify into the chat for me, that would be absolutely fantastic. And that will give you a notification every time I go live over here. It will also give you a notification every time that we post something on our page. So that you never miss anything, any of the helpful hints and tips that we've got for you. It will always be there. So make sure you type in exclamation notify right there in the chat. So yeah, anyway, back to Martin's journey. So basically, I'm going to type that now for myself, actually, exclamation notify. There we go. Look at that. So basically, I gained £5. And I've had to revisit my week because for me, thank you very much for the exclamation notifies, guys. For me, I couldn't quite, and I'm not sure some of you might be able to relate to this. I couldn't quite figure out why £5 has gone on. Okay, we've had the school holidays, routine kind of goes out the window a little bit, but I thought I'd been good. So today I've been sat and looking back at, okay, so what did I do throughout the week? Well, with it being that the kids were off school, obviously the lack of routine meant I didn't go for my normal morning walk that I normally go on. So there's one thing, exercise is down. The other thing as well is I went shopping with Litland and we bought a load of stuff. Yeah, I want that. She didn't like it. So I've cleared out her stuff as well. The stuff that she doesn't like, I've eaten it. But the biggest factor, which actually ties in with something that you guys wanted me to talk about this week, which was staying hydrated, is I did not drink anywhere near enough of what I was supposed to last week. I probably drank maybe a third of the water that I was supposed to drink. Now, this goes to show that actually by keeping hydrated and keeping that water content coming in, that it does aid your weight loss. Now, we say that you should be drinking about 2.25 litres of water a day, so a fluid a day. I tend to try and go for the water side of things, and then anything else. What I try and say to my clients is try and do 2 litres of water. Anything else on top is a bonus. Now, so I like getting these little 500ml bottles. 4 of those, that's my daily intake, done. Anything else on top with my coffee, my tea, or whatever I'm drinking on top goes on, that's a bonus. So if I have 4 of those and 1 mug of coffee a day, that's my 2.25 litres of water taken in. So there's also times that when I'm feeling snacky and I think I'm going to go off plan, I use our golden veg water. Absolute fantastic aid in keeping you on plan. It's a savory drink. You drink it hot. It's like a soup. It makes you think that you've eaten, and it curbs that hunger and that want for snacking very, very well. So that's something that I'd fallen out of last night. So last week, I hadn't got into the right planning of doing of staying in a routine, for want of a better description. So that's why I've got the £5 game, which does mean now. This has been one hell of a roller coaster year so far on my weight loss journey. So my plan was on episode 1, I pledged that I wanted to lose. Now, see, I've got my little one-to-one notebook here that has all the episodes written down in. I'm going to make my notes, and I'm going to carry on making them in here so I don't lose them. So I pledged that I wanted to lose a stone by the end of February. So my first week... So Monday, Martin's journey, my first week, I lost £0.25 pound. I gained £1. I lost £3. I gained £2. I lost £5. I gained £5 in the 5th week. Then I lost £5.5. Then I lost £0.5, which I was pleased about. But then this week I've gained £5 and I wasn't so pleased about it. Now, it could just be that this has come back round off of me going out for a meal, because I said to you guys, I went out for a meal for my brother's birthday. I was expecting again and I lost. So it could be coming around from that. That with the lack of water as well, that's kind of not helped. So, it's kind of all gone in together. So that I do apologise. I hold myself. I don't know why I apologise to you guys, but I hold myself accountable. So I'm not going to be hitting. I've literally got 28 days, 8 days. Sorry, I'm not going to lose a stone. I think I am 3 pound in total down because I've just been yo-yoing. I've lost 5, I've gained 5. I've lost 5.5, I've gained 5.5. So I've yo-yoed. Hello, Shannon. Welcome to the show. So. Yeah, I've very much yo-yoed this year. I'm trying to stay focused as much as I can on it. I'm weak. I'm weak. Some days I'm absolutely, or some weeks I go a week I'm absolutely fantastic, but then it's mainly the hydration side of things. So, right, topics then. So you wanted last week when we were discussing, you wanted some distraction techniques, you wanted some healthy mindset techniques, some positive self-talking techniques, and staying hydrated. So I've just been touching quite a bit on staying hydrated. You need to make sure. I mean, I'm only on one bottle. I'm already down. I'm on one bottle, 2 bottles. I've just started my second bottle. I'm just finishing my first one because I've just seen that I haven't finished it. The other thing as well that doesn't help with stuff like this is, like, at the moment I am absolutely crammed with a head cold. So this doesn't help. I'm taking tablets that I wouldn't normally take. You know, your body tends to try and retain stuff to fight, to give it energy to fight off the cold or whatever's going on with you. And likewise, at the moment, Vanessa is suffering from laryngitis. I think she's on day 4 of laryngitis, no voice. So, you know, she has to shout at me via text message. It's a much easier way of ignoring your wife, guys, I tell you. It's a much easier way. So Vanessa's obviously up and down, and her body's going to be fighting that off as well. So we're waiting for her weigh day. I think her weigh day's tomorrow morning. So we'll see how Vanessa's done. But obviously that means that then we go into, when you're not feeling well, you want to go into comfort, and you just want to eat comfort, you know. She's watching, Lindsay. Don't worry, she'll hear it all. She's in the room next door. I'm not exactly the quiet person anyway. So, distraction techniques. So when you're feeling ill, you just want comfort food. And it's very hard to distract yourself when you're feeling ill, you're feeling unmotivated, and you just want to feel good. And that bar of chocolate's going to make me feel good for about 2 minutes while you're eating it. But then you're going to want it again. And this is where we spiral. So you got to try and stay off it. So what I say is drink. Use our flavors. We got plenty of decent water flavorings, whether they're cold, whether you use, like I do, I use the veg water flavoring. And I use it in my cooking, which you'll see in the recipes soon. But you want to distract yourself with that. The other thing is, read a book. If you're into reading books, read a book, watch something on TV. That's dangerous in itself because some people
You're
are snackers
awesome.
when they are. Rachel coming in with a like there. Thank you very much. Some people are snackers when they're watching TV or when they're tired. So paint your nails, go for a bath, draw yourself a bath, go and have a bath, relax yourself. It will help. If you're feeling under the weather, having a bath will actually help you as well. It's gonna the heat from it is gonna help sweat the toxins out of your body, release it through your pores. So that is a good thing to help as well. Being in a healthy mindset, again, when you're not feeling well, it's quite difficult to be in that healthy mindset because at the end of the day, you're not feeling 100%. You're not feeling like yourself. So you're going to want to again have them snacks, have them comfort food, but you've got to try and remain positive. Okay, I feel like crap, but it doesn't mean that I need to put my diet on hold or sabotage my diet or your journey just because you're not feeling well. So you still got to try and remain in that mindset. So when you're not feeling well, what can you do? So yeah, read a book, draw yourself a bath. If you just got a bit of a head cold and stuff, push yourself to go for that walk. The fresh air, if it's a head cold like mine, that actually being out in the fresh air is going to help clear it. It will help clear your nasal passages, getting some good oxygen in. Unless you're living in the centre of London, you're probably breathing in a load of exhaust fumes. But try and find a nice wooded area or somewhere green to go for a nice walk. Positive self-talk. I do it a lot, okay? I do suffer from many mental issues, but I also suffer from anxiety. So I've got an 8-foot mirror in my room, and I give myself a pep talk before I come on here. I give myself a pep talk in the morning. When I wake this morning, the first thing I did was looked in the mirror and said, right, sort yourself out, revisit, have a look at where it is you went wrong, and then fix it for next week, because next week we want this off again. We want to get back under that 13 stone mark. So, you've got to look at how well you have done already on your journeys. So, okay, here's a little thing for you, and I'm going to use the gym as an example, but in the same instance, it's the same with your weight loss. So, you go to the gym, you work 20 minutes in the gym, or an hour in the gym. You come out, you look in the mirror, you see no difference. Okay? You do that for a week, you look in the mirror, you see no difference. You quit because you can't see the difference, right? And it's the same with healthy eating. I've been stuck on it for a week. You get on the scales, and that scales makes us feel good when we've lost the weight. It does. But then you might walk past a mirror and you don't notice a massive difference. Now, the thing is you live with yourself. You're not going to see it instantly. But one day, and I don't know what day it is, but eventually you look in that mirror and you think, bloody hell, I look amazing. I look different. And that comes with work. Just because you can't physically see a change doesn't mean it is not working. Like if you're going to the gym, eventually at some point, it might be 3 weeks, it might be 4 weeks, it might be 5 weeks. You'll glance in the mirror and you'll think, oh, there's a change. And this is why when we're taking on new clients, we always take a photo of you on the day that you sign up. Because then when you contact myself or Vanessa and you're like, do you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing well. There's no difference. Da 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 da. We do a little bit of ribbon, which is your waistband. Okay, so we've got that little bit of ribbon, which is your size. We tell you, go and put that round you. See how much more you can fit round you. We also show you that picture that first day, and by doing the comparison of side by side, and I hadn't noticed, I knew I'd lost 3 stone. Okay, I lost 3 stone in 12 weeks, and I knew I'd lost it because the scales was telling me. And it wasn't until one night I saw a picture of myself from 13 weeks prior to what I look like today, and I was like, wow. And it's not the fact of I didn't realize that I look like this now. It was more the fact of I didn't realize I looked like that because you haven't noticed the change. You're walking past that mirror every single day, so you don't see it coming down. But when you put a side by side, you see such a difference. So it's always good when you're on that journey, have that photo there of yourself that can tell you this is what you looked like when you started. And now look at you. Don't look at yourself in the mirror and think, I don't see anything. Jessica coming in with a like, what's going on? Don't look in the mirror and don't think, it's not working because I don't see a change. You need that point of reference. You need that photo to have a look at. And that is a really good thing for keeping yourself positive and keeping yourself motivated. Hey, Jessica, you're in time. I haven't gone through your recipe yet. So, and by keeping that and keeping yourself motivated that way, that's going to help keep in a healthy mindset and in a positive mindset. Like I say, we have things. I did a little live stream this morning when I was out on my work, just saying, look, hey, I just want to tell you guys, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Move forward and carry on. Because there are days or weekends, you've gone out with your friends, you've had a takeaway. Don't write off the rest of your week. Don't write off the rest of your journey because it's a bad spiral. Okay, so you slipped. You know, if you get a puncture on your car, you're not going to throw the whole car away, are you? You're just going to write it off and repair that tire. So don't write your whole journey off just because of that one little puncture, that one little slip. Keep yourself motivated, keep yourself on it. Okay, so yeah, I did bad. Okay, for me, like last week, one of the things that probably didn't help me with my game this week, Litland had a sleepover because it was the half term. Her and her friend wanted pizza and chips, so I ordered them pizza and chips. But rather than being good and sticking to myself, I ordered myself a pizza. Vanessa, very strong-willed, she stuck to it. She had her product. I didn't, and I had a pizza. Now, I slipped. It didn't mean that I then went, do you know what? I've had a pizza, so I'm now going to go and buy a load of chocolate, and I'm just going to write that out. I was like, okay, I've had a pizza, so tomorrow I really need to be strict with myself and stick on it, which I did. But the problem is I didn't drink enough either. So you got to remember, 2.25 litres of water a day minimum. The bigger you are, the more water you need. We go roughly 17 stone. You're going to need about 3.5 litres of water, okay? You work it out, your kilos times 0.033, and that is how many litres of water you should be consuming in a day. All right? I hope that little bit of a rant is okay with you. So, I've got 2 recipes for you today, right? I will come back to this. Fire me any questions you've got. Fire me anything that you want to know, and I'll come back with it. All right? But I'm going to do, because I've got 2 recipes for you today, because tomorrow is Shrove Tuesday. So this is a little product hack for you guys, okay? Those of you that are following plan, I'd like you to use this, preferably step 3 and above, but this is a little bit of a hack for you. Check it out. So here it is then, guys, a product hack to keep you on plan on Shrove Tuesday so you too can have some pancakes. Let's get into it. So
I don't know why it
firstly,
says
what you're
chicken
gonna do
Alfredo.
is pick which porridge flavour you're going to use. Here, I'm going to be using the apple and cinnamon flavour. The other ingredients you're going to need here is 1 tablespoon of self-raising flour, boiling water as per the product specification, so in this case is 200 ml, and 1 medium egg. Take a bowl, tip in your porridge, add your flour, pour in your boiling water, and then give it a really good whisk up. Once you've given it a good whisk, we're going to set this aside and leave it to sit for 1 minute. Once the minute has passed, take your medium egg, add it into your mix, and give it a really good whisk and make sure that is mixed in very well. Next, get a small pan, get it nice and hot, and add a few sprays of your low-cal spray. Put in about 2 or 3 tablespoons of your mix. You want to try and get 3 to 4 pancakes out of this. Now, I didn't get my pan hot enough, so this is going to show you what happens when you don't have a hot enough pan. As you can see, it's stuck, it's not cooking evenly, and it is becoming a little bit of a disaster. Don't worry, it will get there in the end. So now we've got the pan nice and hot. This one I'll show you exactly how it's supposed to go. It should literally take about a minute either side to cook these. Once you finish cooking them, tip it out onto a plate, roll them up nicely, and there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bosh. Beautiful. There you go, guys. A nice little pancakey porridge hack for you to keep you on plan, making sure you're getting them products in and you're not being too naughty on Shrove Tuesday. This whole recipe is 311 calories for 1 person, but it gets you in that product and that 1/3 of your daily nutritional value. Go ahead and try it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you got on with it. Remember, like, follow, share for more fantastic hacks and tasty recipes from 1-to-1 Team Thomas. Wow, that's amazing. Even if I do say so myself. So yeah, so that little hack there is using one of the products. So the key is trying to stay on plan as close as we can, but we like to have these little snacks from now and then. So, and this took me ages to devise the perfect way of using our porridge product to be able to make some decent pancakes out of it. Trial and error, trial and error. I mean, Vanessa didn't mind because she got pancakes, you know, throughout the week. And eventually I came up with this. Now, they are slightly softer than your conventional pancakes, but you have to remember these have 1/3 of your daily nutritional value. Okay, Jessica. So Jessica's saying that she's never had porridge before. So that porridge that I used there, that is one of our core products, which contains, like I just said, 1/3 of our daily nutritional value. So the whole point of that is trying to give aid to our clients in how they can still take part in this. Now, that was 311 calories, but you've got 1/3 of your daily nutritional value. You're using one of your products in there. So the reason I say step 3 ideally is you can still keep up there with another 500 calorie meal later on and one product. You could use that on step 2. Sorry. Yeah, you could use that on step 2, but what's going to happen is you only got 100 calories left for that your other meal. So you're going to be looking at a very small salad for a very small salad for 100 calories. So that's why I'm saying step 3 or above on that one. I also noticed it said chicken Alfredo on the top because I forgot to change that because I'm distracted. But they are absolutely delicious. And the thing is with those is you need to make up the buffering porridge. Jesus. You need to make up the porridge to the with the water to the specifications and let it sit just so the oats soak it up a little bit. And then once it's soaked up, add the egg. So I tried it with cold water and the egg, and it was just too runny, too much, So I was like, okay, maybe I need to put more flour in this, which then increased the calorie in there, which we didn't want to do. It's also increasing the amount of carbs in there, which we didn't want to do. So I was like, how can I do this? I know. Add the hot water, leave it for a minute, let it cool down. Just for that minute, whack the egg in there. You don't want to whack the egg in the hot water because the egg's going to start to cook and scramble, blah, 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 blah. So tried and tested many a time. That is the best way of doing it. Using your porridge, using up one of your products, sticking on plan so you can enjoy them pancakes whilst still losing weight and not feeling guilty. Now, the thing is with pancakes, and Vanessa did say this, the problem with pancakes is everyone wants to have pancakes and eat them until they're overfaced and too full. And it's like, you can't. If you are making pancakes the conventional way, though, I just want to give you a few little hints and tips here because a lot of people struggle from the same thing, right? So, broken shell. Make sure you've got all the shell out of your egg for one. But lumps. Now, the easiest way that I have ever made pancakes, add your egg into the water or if you're doing a conventional way, this is, guys, we're going off a little bit, but I'm just giving you a little hints and tips here. So add your egg into the milk or the water or whatever it is and give that a whisk up. Then you're going to get your flour and you're going to slowly add it and whisk, and you'll make a paste, and then that way the paste, but also, biggest thing, back to the beginning, sift your flour. Run it through a sieve, sift your flour, because then you're going to get rid of some of the lumps first anyway. Then you're going to mix it in, make up a paste, and then carry on adding the rest in. Okay, another hint, as you saw, you need your pan to be hot, and I mean hot. Otherwise, your pancakes are just going to stick like mine did, and they start to cook unevenly. Okay, so burnt pancakes just means that you got it up too high and you left it on too long. Pancake ripped while cooking. Again, it's not quite gone through. You need to give the pan a good wiggle. Don't wiggle it too hard so it rips, but you need to keep wiggling it. If that pan is at the right temperature, once that pancake is cooked on that side, it's going to come loose, making it easy to flip, making it easy to turn over. Use plain flour, not self-raising flour. I use self-raising flour in that because I wanted them to puff up a little bit more. Okay, but you would use plain flour, not self-raising flour, unless you're making Scotch pancakes. Then you'd make the batter a little bit thicker. Yeah. But they're just a few undercooked pancake. Well, just make sure it's golden brown either side. Simple as that, you know. So I'm just going through a list of things that people get wrong with their pancakes. But so I'll be making pancakes again tomorrow for Litland. I'll be making some healthy pancakes for us. But there we go. And they were delicious. And the thing is you've got to follow the pack. So we do original and apple and cinnamon porridge. Those two use 200 milligrams of hot water. Then we've also got the mixed berry, which uses 160 to 180 milliliters of hot water. And then we've also got the golden syrup, which, if I'm not mistaken, uses 150 mils. You need to use the water content of what it says on the back of the packet of our product when making these pancakes up. The flour and the egg is still going to be the same. You still need that amount of quantity, but make sure the water's right. Okay, because otherwise you're just going to end up with a very liquidy batter and it's just not going to work as well. Okay, so if you're on plan, following our plan, make sure that you do that. I am going to be sticking this recipe, will be going up tomorrow because it's pancake day. And then the recipe that I've got for you in a bit, that will be going up a little bit later on our YouTube and over here. So don't forget, guys, whilst I'm here every Monday and you guys are tuning in and you're religiously here, I really do appreciate it. Share this about with your friends who might find this helpful. And if they want to come on the plan with us, all they got to do is head over to our page, 1-to-1 Team Thomas. All of our socials are at 1-to-1 Team Thomas. We got Linktree is 1-to-1 Team Thomas, and you will find all our socials on there. Okay. I'm talking a lot with my hands, so you can tell I'm fidgeting. Get them on plan. Our plan's tailored to suit you, so it doesn't matter how sedentary you are, how active you are, what illnesses you've got. We run through a questionnaire with you, we do a health check with you, and we make sure that we put you on the right plan that is best suited for you to help you lose the weight the quickest. Also, if you want to do what myself and Vanessa do, which is healthy living and life coaching, you know, well-being coaching, whatever you want to call it, diet consultant, if you will, give us a call. We are taking people on our team. So you can get in touch with us and start your own business today. You get full training, full support throughout the whole time of you being on this career path. It is a brilliant career. Who wouldn't want to help people get healthier, work from home, work the hours that suit you, and make a good living from it? Who wouldn't want to do that? Get in touch. All right, gone off on one. So I'm like on freaking speed, so I need you guys to comment and let me know what's going on. I'm going to go into the next recipe now. This recipe was asked for by Jessica Egan Figs, who is here in the chat. This recipe is a chicken Alfredo. Okay, and it's now when I looked into the chicken Alfredo recipe, it was 680 calories per serving. If you follow a traditional chicken Alfredo recipe, all right, it was 600. I've been waiting for this. I know you have. It was, 680 calories for, and that's mental, isn't it? That is mental for one serving. And I've managed to get it down to 231 calories per serving. All right. You're going to love this. I absolutely promise you. Here is the chicken Alfredo recipe. So here it is then, guys, as asked for by you, my gorgeous and tasty low-calorie chicken Alfredo. Let's get into it. So for this recipe, you are going to need 1 medium chicken breast, some salt, some pepper, 1.5 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 teaspoon of our golden veg water made up in 120 mils of boiling water, 120 milliliters of skimmed milk, 1 pack of the skinny spaghetti or the Eat Water products, whatever cognac product that you are using, and 15 grams of Parmesan cheese. So firstly, we're going to take our slimming noodles or spaghetti, whatever it is you're using, and we're going to drain this off and rinse it 3 times in cold water. So once you've drained off your spaghetti or your fettuccine, you're going to get a nice big wok, heat it up nice and hot, add a few sprays of your low-cal spray, and then whack the diced chicken breast in there, a bit of salt and pepper, and then what you're going to do, you're going to cook this for 5 to 8 minutes until it's nice and golden brown, ensuring it is thoroughly cooked. Once it's cooked, you're going to remove this from the heat and set the chicken aside just for a moment. Now then, using the same pan, we're going to add our garlic into the pan and we're going to saute this for around about a minute. Once the garlic is sauteed, we're going to add the flour, mix that and bind it well, and then gradually introduce the golden veg water, making sure we're stirring to make sure there are no lumps. Once you've stirred in your golden veg water, add your 120 ml of skimmed milk, give it a stir, bit of salt and pepper, bring this up to the boil. Once it's boiling, reduce it down to a medium heat and let that sauce thicken. Now add in your skinny spaghetti, slim pasta, whatever it is you're using, and you're going to cook this for 2 minutes over a medium heat. Once the spaghetti is cooked, we're going to take our 40 grams of spinach, which I realise I forgot to mention at the beginning during the ingredient section. Add that in and stir it until the spinach has nicely wilted. Now remove the pan from the heat, add your parmesan on top, add your chicken, give it a really, really good stir up, and then it's time to dish it up. So this recipe serves 2, so take half of that yummy gloriousness out of the pan, whack it in a bowl for yourself, and there you have it. The original recipe on a chicken Alfredo is around about 680 calories per serving. This is just 231 calories per person. This recipe serves 2. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Leave a comment below on how you got on with it. Tag us in your photos. And remember, follow us, like and share for more fantastic tasty recipes from One to One Team Thomas. Ooh, it's delicious, I tell you. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm always a little bit dubious when I do these recipes with stuff that has a high cream content, for want of a better description. So normally you'd use full fat milk and cream in that, okay? You'd use a lot more parmesan, and then you'd be using proper spaghetti or fettuccine. Now, a lot of those calories come down by using purely skimmed milk and by using no stock, but using our golden veg water flavoring. And then also by taking off the pasta and using the skinny pastas. They're so much better. And that managed to knock down so many. Well, you've seen 680 to 230. So that's what, 450 calories I've managed to eliminate off of that dish. You need to cook it out a little bit. The sauce thickens slower because it's obviously skimmed milk. So the sauce does thicken a little bit slower. But I tell you what, that was absolutely banging. Such a good recipe. And I want to say a massive thank you to Jessica for asking me to come up with that recipe for her, because it's something that I probably wouldn't have looked at before. And that's what I want you guys to get into with me. I want you guys to tell me, what topic do you want? What do you want me to talk about each week? And also, what recipes do you want? What is your favorite recipe? And you think, oh my God, it's so fattening. I've done pizza. We've done burgers. We've done kebab. We've done the chicken Alfredo. I've got a chicken curry recipe coming up for you in two weeks. Episode 10, I'm doing a chicken curry. I'm doing a beef stew for next week. This is one of my favorite ones to do because it's using the slow cooker or the crock pot, whatever you want to call it, the slow cooker. Absolutely fantastic. And again, it's all low calorie and very, very good. And it gives you a bowl full. This is one thing when you say to people, oh, I'm going on a diet, they're like, oh, you're not going to have a lot of food. There is so much that you can eat when you're eating healthily. It's all about just balance and eating balanced. It's lovely. But yes, so thank you, Jessica, for that. Any other recipes that you want me to do, that you want to see, please, please, please let me know in these comments. Hit me up in these comments now. Let me know what recipes you want to see, and I can squeeze them in. There's so much. You know, I'm still waiting for my sister-in-law or my mum to come up and do this can't cook, won't cook challenge, this mystery bag challenge. Obviously, when Vanessa's feeling better and she's not stuffed up with laryngitis. But I really want to see what I can come up with. I'm also going to be doing a fish recipe. Now, a lot of you won't know, I don't really like fish. I don't really eat fish. So this is a big feat for me. But one thing is I love to cook fish. So I'm going to cook it. I'm going to eat it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. That's, you know, but I will know that it tastes right. Does that make sense? And I'm thinking of a sea bass. I'm thinking of doing a sea bass recipe. My head's gone. Yeah, man. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Okay, this is where my head's going. I've got to work out the calories because what I'm thinking is a sea bass on papillote, cooked with God no, Jessica. Sea bass on papillote, cooked with lemon and thyme. For those of you that don't know what on papillote means, it means cooked in baking paper. Cooked with lemon and thyme. And I'm going to serve it either, if I can get hold of some, with some samphire and I'm thinking like a horseradish and dill mashed potato. Tacos. That's a good one. Taco Bell. We'll do a fake away. Tacos is a good one. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking for the sea bass. So the sea bass is going to be cooked on papillote with lemon and thyme. And then served with somehow a dill and horseradish-ish mashed potato with either samphire or asparagus. This is how my mind works. I know what goes with what. Pulled barbecue or barbecue of some sort. I've done a barbecue pulled chicken before. I've done a barbecued pulled chicken before. I could do that. It does sound good. I'm thinking back to my chef days. My mind's gone, guys. You've lost me. I've gone into the world of creating recipes. Yeah. So sea bass with lemon and thyme. That will be gorgeous. And then served with asparagus or samphire and a horseradish mash. horseradish, and dill mashed potato. Yeah. That would work. That would work so well. That would be such a gorgeous dish. It's just getting the calorie down. I need to get the calorie count on it. I'll work on that. That's going to be my fish dish. If there's any other fish dishes that you guys want, let me know. If there's any other recipes that you want to know of that you want me to figure out for you, let me know. Tacos and pulled pork or pulled chicken, barbecue style. Yeah. Vanessa would like that as well because Vanessa likes barbecue. I've got to figure out a way of keeping that down as well. Okay. That's cool. So next week, anyway, I am doing a beef stew recipe for you guys using the slow cooker. Absolutely delicious recipe. It's up here at the moment, but it will come out. I got to write it down. I have my notepad somewhere that I write it. This is okay. So this is what I do: is I sit in here and I come up and I'm like, oh, that'd be good, and I will sit here and do the recipe off the top of my head. I know what I need. I will know the quantities that I need, and then I'll go and make it. And normally I am right, blowing my own trumpet. A lot here. It's very, very. It's not very, very often at all. Actually, it's not very often at all that I am wrong with my quantities. I know my shit. I know my stuff. I mean, you'll have to move over here, Jessica. You'll have to move to England, and we can do it together. The cooking, that is. Topic for next week. I need a topic for next week. If anyone, you've got a few more minutes of me. If there is anyone that wishes to give me an idea for a topic next week. If not, I'll be handing that over to Vanessa to come up with a topic for me for next week. Something I need, something relevant. This week coming up. So tomorrow is Shrove Tuesday. Pancake Day. I've given you a fantastic little recipe hack there. Today I will post that live tomorrow, and then Wednesday is National Thinking Day. So I looked into it because I'm like, that's a little bit vague. So what National Thinking Day is supposed to be about is thinking about your future, thinking about your plans, thinking about where you see yourself, where you want to go and where you want to be, which is very, very in keeping with the one-to-one diet, with the one-to-one weight loss plan. So yeah, if you're on plan with us, or even if you're not, where do you want to be in a week, 6 weeks, a month, 6 months, a week, 6 weeks, a month? I'm going forward and backwards. It's a bit like my freaking brain. But do you know what I mean? Think about where you want to be and how can you get there? What can you do to get there? What can you do to achieve it? What can you do to change what you're doing currently to make it a bit more positive to what you want for your outcome? I apologize about the background today as well. I've had the keyboard out working out some stuff. Been playing music today. So yeah, that's about it from this week. I'll think of a topic for next week. I know that quite a few of you only come in for the recipe. I could probably do this in 10 minutes. Just here's the recipe. See you later. And I know a lot of you come in for the help and support. But I need the topics of you. You can DM me a topic if you wish. It's absolutely fine. We'll sort that for next week. Beef stew next week. Week after, I've got a chicken tikka curry for you. The week after that will be probably my sea bass recipe. And then we'll look into them tacos and pulled pork and that. Love this little Monday check-in. Look, I appreciate you guys coming by. I try and give as much helpful hints, tips, and information that I can. Yeah, but do you know what? Even though you're not on our plan, it's still helping you. And that's what Mondays with Martin is about. So, you know, Jessica, if you've got friends over there, over across the pond in America, that you think that will find this beneficial, get them to tune in. At the end of the day, it is all about getting the word out there and getting people involved and getting people in watching this show, either on #replay, either on thing. It's here to help everyone. This is what it's about. I'm doing this to help everyone. But I can help you more if you're in the UK and you want to come and plan with us. I can guarantee it. Vanessa's nearly 7 stone down. You know, she's over 6.5 stone that she has lost. Let me do the quick math for you, Jessica. £91 Vanessa's lost. You know, I've lost £42, right? So we can help, and our plan works, and it's successful, and we can guarantee. I'd say guarantee, and we can tell you now that you're going to lose roughly £14 a month. Not in money value, English people. You're going to lose a stone a month. You're going to lose £14 a month in America. And for the extreme, we expect you to lose £3 a week, roughly. You know, some people are hitting £5-6 in a week, and that's fantastic. But it's help, it's support, it's having us here cheering you on and helping and guiding you throughout the way. And that's what we're here for. So those of you that are in England, share this with your friends if you know anyone that wants help and wants that support. But also the biggest thing is you might think they need our help and support. They might not think they need our help and support. And the thing is, it needs to click for them, and they need to wake up one day and go, do you know what? I'm going to get sorted. And this is what happened with me and Vanessa. We woke up one morning and we're like, we need to get our lives on track. We need to lose weight, and we need to do something about it. We found the one-to-one diet by Cambridge weight plan. We become consultants ourselves. We are living it. We are doing the plan, and it's working. You know, I used to be a round-headed football guy when I first started appearing online. I'm now got a jawline again. I don't have 6 chins or whatever. It works, and we are living, breathing proof of the work that happens, especially Vanessa. She looks stunning. She is almost 100 pounds down. So just throwing it out there. If you need to come on plan, if you would like to come on plan, if you would like to make a better future for yourself, get in touch with us at One-to-One Team Thomas. If you try out any of my recipes, any of the recipes that I share with you guys, please take pictures and tag us. Tag at One-to-One Team Thomas in your photos. I would love to see them. I would love to comment on them. Next week, fantastic beef stew recipe coming at you. Topic for next week, to be discussed. Martin's journey as usual. Hopefully I've lost this £5 that I've gained. Remember, stay hydrated, guys and girls. But that's about it for me. I don't have a great deal more going on for you guys tonight, unfortunately. I do thank you all for coming by. Those of you that have watched it live, those of you that are watching on the hashtag replay, or those of you that are here on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/at One-to-One Team Thomas. Thank you very much, guys. Remember, share this with your friends. Get your friends involved next time. Get them in here. The more people that we have talking, the better it will be, the more topics we can come up with. It is absolutely fantastic. I love the engagement from you guys. But remember, guys, together as one, we can make a better future. Choose you, choose us, and I'll catch you in the next one.